Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are finally settling the ultimate driveway debate. We're putting a budget vacuum, one that has sold a massive 3 million units, head-to-head against a premium powerhouse. So if you've ever struggled to clean that mysterious crust from under your brake pedal, you are in exactly the right place. Let's kick things off with a pretty wild statistic. The premium cordless option in our showdown costs a staggering 4 times as much as the budget corded pick. The question we're answering today is really simple. Does spending 4 times the cash actually get you 4 times the clean, or are you just paying for some fancy packaging? Here is how we're breaking it all down today. 1. Meet the contenders. 2. Suction and performance. 3. Corded versus cordless. 4. Tools and maintenance. 5. 5 mistakes to avoid. And finally, 6. The final verdict. All right, part 1. Let's meet the contenders. Budget versus premium. In the budget corner, we've got the ThisWorx TWC-01. It's a $25 12-volt corded warrior that plugs right into your car's cigarette lighter. And stepping into the premium ring is the Bissell Auto-Mate. This is an $85 14-volt cordless beast from a brand that's been making vacuums since literally 1876. When you compare the raw specs, it's a fascinating trade-off. You're giving up a lighter 2.4-pound engine-tethered budget device for a heavier 3-pound battery-powered premium build. This ThisWorx is entirely plastic and definitely feels like a budget gadget, while the Bissell uses denser materials and feels like a true premium home appliance. But the real question is, how do these specs actually translate to picking up dirt?
Which brings us to Section 2, Suction and Performance. It's time for the mess test.
If you've ever shuttled kids to soccer practice, you know the drill. Your back seat ends up looking like a movie theater floor, just covered in popcorn, crushed Cheerios, and dirt. Well, the ThisWorx handles that loose debris with complete ease using its 106-watt motor. It easily sucks up the top layer of beach sand and ash. For your basic, everyday maintenance cleaning, it works wonderfully. But let's flip the script. Imagine your SUV is hauling around enough German Shepherd hair to build a second dog, plus wet leaves and caked and mud. ThisWorx is basically just going to push that mess around. The Bissell, on the other hand, it pulls that embedded hair right up out of the carpet in a single pass. And there's a brilliant reason for this. The Bissell features a dedicated motorized brush roll. It actively agitates and deep cleans those tough carpet fibers, rather than just relying on passive suction like the ThisWorx does. Honestly, that spinning brush is the entire reason the Bissell exists, and it absolutely justifies a massive chunk of its premium price tag. Moving on to Section 3, Corded versus Cordless, powering your clean. Now the ThisWorx grants you unlimited runtime thanks to a super generous 16-foot cord. That means you can meticulously detail every single vent and cup holder for a full hour without ever glancing at a battery meter. But there's a catch. You are physically tethered to your car. You can't just easily take it inside to vacuum your stairs. Plus, to avoid draining your car battery, you really have to keep your car engine idling the entire time you're cleaning. On the flip side, the Bissell gives you the ultimate freedom of cordless cleaning for about 17 to 20 minutes. That is plenty of time to clean a standard sedan. But here's the reality check. If you forget to dock it on its wall mount and just leave it sitting in your trunk for 3 weeks, you are completely out of luck when a sudden mess happens. You'll be stuck waiting 4 to 6 agonizing hours for it to recharge. Cordless is awesome, right? But only when the battery is actually charged. Let's jump into Section 4. Tools and maintenance. The devil is in the details. Looking at the accessories, Bissell clearly takes the win for premium, purpose-built tools, and a much larger 0.7-liter dirt bin. You just won't have to stop to empty it nearly as often. But ThisWorx fights back really hard in the value department. It features a washable HEPA filter and generously includes spare filters right in the box, whereas the Bissell relies on a 3-stage cloth system. You can clearly see the engineering gap when you compare the attachments. The ThisWorx puts its LED light on the main body of the vacuum. All that really does is illuminate the back of your own hand when you're reaching under a dark car seat. Bissell, however, smartly places its LED light right at the tip of the crevice tool. That means you can actually spot those hidden, rogue French fries you're trying to suck up. But wait, when it comes to ongoing costs, ThisWorx takes the lead back. Because they generously include a spare filter that you can simply wash in the sink, it saves you from constantly shelling out for the $12 replacement filters that the Bissell requires over its lifespan. All right, Section 5, 5 mistakes to avoid. Let's get into some pro tips.
Pay close attention here because avoiding these 5 pitfalls will save your wallet and your sanity. Number 1. Do not expect the ThisWorx to pull ground-in pet hair out of your upholstery. It simply doesn't have the motorized brush for it. Number 2. Treat the Bissell like a cordless power drill. Always dock it. Don't just abandon it in your trunk. Number 3. You absolutely must wash that ThisWorx filter every 3 uses or you will cut your suction power in half. Number 4. Despite what flashy marketing might imply, neither of these are heavy-duty shop vacs. Do not vacuum a flooded, soaking wet floor mat or you're going to fry the motor. And finally, number 5, never pay full list price for the ThisWorx. It goes on sale constantly. And that brings us to Section 6, the final verdict. Which one should you actually buy? First, let's break down some pretty fascinating math. Think about it. Self-serve car wash vacuums cost about $1.50 a pop. Going twice a month, that adds up to $36 a year. That means the $25 ThisWorx practically pays for itself in just 8 months. The Bissell, though, takes over 2.5 years to break even against the car wash. Ultimately, the winner here depends entirely on who you are. If you're a rideshare driver, a college student, or a parent just doing quick maintenance on straight Cheerios and beach sand, this ThisWorx is an absolute no-brainer. But if you're a car enthusiast, if you have heavily shedding pets, or if you simply demand a true deep clean and the freedom to vacuum your car, your stairs, or your boat without wrestling an extension cord, well, the Bissell earns every single penny of its premium price tag. At the end of the day, there is no single right answer. You really just have to evaluate your own lifestyle and ask yourself one final, absolutely crucial question. Which of these driveway disasters are you preparing to conquer tomorrow?